So come on in, take a sip. Let's wind down on the Friday grid. Let's jump into our puzzle and see what we've got today. It's a construction by Billy Bratton, edited by Joel Fagliano, and we are continuing our submersion, if you will, into this wonderful Napoleon case that I got the other day. That's so good. Did I say meatballs? I think I said meatballs with a bechamel sauce. The more I think about it, this would be fabulous with like some local honey drizzled on top of some brie and maybe an olive tapenade. In other words, I think it'd go with anything. Let's hop into our grid. What do we got here? Literally, our thing. And I couldn't have been luckier. I happen to have done a lot of research on mafias, and also have a funny story in my family about my father when he first met my mother. La cosa nostra is literally how you translate our thing from Italian to English, or from English to Italian. They go downhill fast. Condescendingly spells out Colorado, 3 letters, maybe Elk Mountains, and now what do we got? Turned up, maybe came. Shape of the Crab Nebula, and yeah, that's just one big old oval up there. Didn't go down well. Maybe sank. Gosh, why do I do that? Stop it, Christopher, stop it. I mean, what are you going to do? Cheers. All right, Green and others. How about Al? Somebody. No, I got Al Green. He's in my head, and that's not a bad place to have him. They go downhill fast. I think this might be an avalanche. Avalanches, because it is going to be plural. A fool could very well be an ass, though I think there's probably several donkeys that would take exception to that. Condescendingly spells out. I rarely, if ever, see these in the grids. Do you see it in there? I sure see it in there. I think it says mansplains. Dummies, pacifiers. Okay, so we're going with the British. And I think they call diapers nappies. Like much adult programming, I guess that could be on late. Make sense of, could be parse. Serious situation developing. Is this an I? Yeah, but it's too long for me to just guess. Extend and away, maybe renew. And that seems like a bad idea. Dutch oven. Okay, I have enough now. So I think this is I wouldn't. But I wanted to make sure that I was clear on that. I don't like filling them in unless I'm really pretty certain. Like that. Industry for marketing majors. All I can think of, the 4 letters with an S, is sales. Repeat an interviewer's question, perhaps. Is this to stall? Notes taken by a single person. Chi-Town Daily. Chi-Town being abbreviated. I'm going to go with the Tribune, the Trib. Blue yarn, question mark. What might come between that and that? So maybe that was that. So this looks like a sob story to me. And, well, yeah, I mean, a blue yarn. Vulcans, for example. I think this would be an alien race. I mean, for example, piece of wall decor at a lake house, perhaps. Yes, these are ubiquitous in lake properties. Nickname for a 3.2 million year old Australopithecus skeleton discovered in 1974, and that is Lucy. Is it Australopithecus africanus? Yeah, and the researchers, I have the whole story on this. It's really a fascinating one. I've been reading about this since I was a kid. But the researchers, the archaeologists, anthropologists, the paleontologists, the people that were working on this dig back in I think it was from 73 to 74, they were listening to the Beatles over and over again, in particular Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Now, does that mean that they were experimenting with Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds? I have no idea. But I know they named Lucy after Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Let's see. Intertwine, maybe lace. And I'm getting out of order here. I want to try to stay together. So it takes suits from around the globe. Could be the world court. We got ourselves a pretty easy Friday here. I'm liking it. Peddled good. Oh, so what are you peddling? You're peddling your wares. Got it. Yeah. Something maybe? Word with failure or terror. And I overuse this word. Abject. In China, it's 1 at birth, and that's your age, which I always found very fascinating. Yeah. Okay, we get it. You can just hear that New York kind of Brooklyn patois coming through. Yeah, I'm walking here, kind of a thing, right? Yeah, we get it. Big mouth. First Stuart King of England. I'm going to put age in there because this is James the First of England, and I think he was simultaneously James the Sixth of Scotland. If I'm wrong, point it out. No problem with that. No egos here, I promise you. Pinged online, maybe I am. Then I have got to get a little bit more order going here. This is crazy. I'm just all over the place. Hang on. Maybe hold it. Sec. Yeah, and we got Alec Burns here. And function that can be derived from a unit circle as a sign. Screening or TSA, maybe. Home of a 20th century art colony. I think this is in Taos. A translation material. I guess this could be RNA. What do we have here? Rare shots, maybe holes in one. Sign of sluggishness. Oh, gross, but still clever. That's a slime trail, I think. I feel like I fat-fingered something somewhere already. I just don't feel good about what I'm doing with my fingers. And, this looks like this is not a drill. Yes, okay, good. Domicile, spelling out igloo for us, so igloo. Okay, I'm sorry. I've got to just go up here. Got to finish this and get this right. Okay, so sticky stuff on a shoe. I'm assuming this is Velcro. Haggis ingredient. Well, that's a nice way to put guts. Okay, good. Suet. Genesis could be the onset. COVID test component. Oh, God, I hated the swabs. Oh, and I hate it. And I work in healthcare. I'm a healthcare administrator. And during COVID, I was a global regional here, healthcare administrator all throughout the UK, Europe, and into the Middle East and Africa. And I did get the nose every day. I mean, I'm like, so do you just go back? When you've gone in far enough, whenever I'm like, tears are rushing out of my face and my teeth are gritting like that. That's when you know you've hit the brain pan. Is that what we're doing here? That's what it felt like. Island that's home to Popeye Village, film set turned theme park. And I think that was with Robin Williams and was it Talia Shire that played Olive Oil? I cannot remember. Shelley Duvall. And I think this was on Malta. I think. One might be nesting, and this looks like Scottish fold and Russian blue. I think these are cats, and I'm assuming these are specific breeds. And just for grins and giggles. Title in children's literature, don't know. Roughly half of mice. Well, I guess they could be does, since you couldn't fit males. So, all right. So one might be nesting. I think these are nesting dolls. Like some covers, maybe blown. Biting comment. Consideration for the Academy. This could very well be an Oscar bid. Oh, wait, really good check at this one, though. Paltry could be mere. And we'll get over here. Biting comment. I guess this could be a barb. Okay, so it erupts from time to time. Holier than thou type. So this may be a do-gooder. And if so, that G there tells me geyser. First of all, I couldn't fit Mount Vesuvius or Etna in here. Secondly, it's that from time to time thing. And I remember when I was a kid going like Yellowstone and just waiting for hours and hours and hours until finally the geyser would go. And one time it took like 2 days or something crazy. Maybe it was just bad timing, I don't know. But geyser kind of came to me. Glad it did. It seems like it's gonna fit. Rings given to a lover. I don't know. 1 of 17 on a clue board, and I think these are doors. So title in children's literature. Scrap could be a bit. So Brer, as in Brer Fox, Brer Rabbit. Uh-oh. Rings given to a lover. I saw this before I even read the clue. Do you see this? Tell me you see this. If you see this right now, write it in the comments, please. Let me know. I want to know who all sees this right here, right now, without filling it in. Because I think I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. I mean, I hope I'm not because it's so good. I think these are booty calls. I love that. Word at the bottom of some marketing emails. Page for a bookmaker. This is probably opt, like, click here to opt out. Airport with the most runways in the world. Yes, and I owe this, by the way, to Mentor Pilot. Great channel on YouTube here. That he's a pilot, and he's always talking about safety and accidents and all that other stuff. And great stuff, especially for aviation enthusiasts such as myself. So I think it's really cool. But yes, this is Chicago O'Hare has 8 runways. But then again, it is one windy place, so makes sense. Sights on the Bollywood red carpet, and I guess these are going to be saris, a traditional Indian dress for women. Feature of many a bodega. I'm going to assume this is they're shooting for Delhi. And page for a bookmaker. So I guess this isn't a publisher. This is for someone who's running up the odds. I think this is a dope sheet. And so I have one more squid up. I got one more grid up here. I got to get to repeat an interviewer's question. Isn't that crazy? I just said stall when I hit it and I didn't fill it in. But how did we do, Bob? Oh, good. Yeah, 11:50. This is not a bad way to spend a Friday afternoon. Winding down with me, Christopher, who is so happy to see you. I am just thrilled to death that you're here with us today. Not a bad little old grid today. We were going through at a nice trot. There was no time where we moved to the gator. It was just a really nice, easy flow. Everything felt pretty good. Only a couple of things felt a little uncomfortable when I put them in. But by and large, this was a fantastic grid. I'm so glad that we had this for a Friday. Nothing too crazy, but a couple of things that if I hadn't known, say, for example, Cosa Nostra, that might have taken a while because the rest of them are all kind of, but whatever. It was a great grid. Enjoy it, right? That's what I do. And I'm really enjoying having you here. Thank you all so much. And let's say goodbye to the grid. Say bye. Bye, grid. Off you go until Saturday morning. But I really appreciate all the comments this morning. It was really wonderful to see new subscribers, right? Which always just makes my day. Yeah, people just clicking that subscribe button. That's awesomeness. Thank you. Gives us more relevance and gives me, I don't know, a wonderful feeling, accomplishing something here. But some really kind comments, people just saying you're my favorite YouTuber or, I love your channel, this kind of stuff. I mean, yeah, sure, it's good for the ego. I mean, it's good for the id, for that matter. It's good for my super ego. It's good for all the Freudian and Jungian principles. I get that. But at the same time, it just means that what we're doing here is we're building something legitimately beautiful. And it's the community that's making it so wonderful. So thank you. Thank you all. Until I see you tomorrow for the mini and the big grid. Ich wünsche Ihnen einen schönen Tag noch. Servus, Grüß Gott, ciao, tschüss, auf Wiedersehen. Und ich wünsche Ihnen ein schönes Wochenende. Ciao, take care.